We're going to show you how to test the status of your hard drive inside of your Avalonix Ava-i NVR. Here I have a HL NVR already plugged into my HDMI monitor, and I have a mouse next to it. And the unit is powered on. The first thing you want to do is go to the monitor that's connected to the HDMI output on your NVR. Then go to the bottom, click on Home, go to Menu, and log in with your password. Once in your main menu, locate the storage option on the left-hand side. It's this one right here. Click on that, and then go to hard disk. Depending on the version of NVR you have and how many hard drives you have inside, it'll list here how many drives are being recognized at this time by the NVR. So my NVR is recognizing one hard drive. That's a total of 931 gigabytes, which is actually a 1 terabyte drive, and it says the status is normal. If your status is not normal, or you're having issues with the drive, so the first thing you can do is, if you see an error code and you see the presence of a drive, that's good. You can try formatting it by clicking it here and then hitting format for that drive. So check mark the drive, hit format, press yes, and the DVR will format the drive and it'll give you a status there. Now, if you see an error message that says no disk, that means the disk is not being recognized. It could be the disk has failed, or there is a connection issue with the recorder and the drive itself. So what you need to do is open up the NVR chassis and locate the drive connectors, which I'll show you in a second. Let's say instead of normal or no disk, you're seeing an error code. You can also use a hard drive checker tool inside the NVR. So what you do is go to maintenance on the left-hand side, then go to HDD. Once in here, you can actually go to bad sector detect on the top right here and just leave it as default. You know, if you have multiple drives, then you should select the drive that is bad. You can go back to storage, then go to hard disk, confirm which slot number you're in if you've got multiple drives. Since I just have one drive, it's easy for me. I can just go to maintenance, HDD, bad sector detect, select slot 1, leave it as key area for detect type, hit start test. And it takes a few minutes. It'll do a test on the overall health of the drive. And green means good, and red means damaged sectors. So what this is doing a read-write test on the sectors on the physical drive itself. So this test is only good for people who want to make sure their drive is healthy, or if they see an error code to run this test on it to detect yes, if that drive is bad, or no, it's still good. And in that case, if it's still good, all you do is go back and format the drive. So in my case here, the drive is all good. It's a brand new drive. I'm going to now turn the NVR off. If you want to turn the NVR off, you can go to the home and shut down and press OK. It will basically turn off the operating system on the NVR. But on this model, there is no physical switch to turn off. I basically have to remove the power connection from the back. And usually I recommend people wait at least 30 seconds to a minute before opening the NVR and also touching anything that's inside. Make sure you're using a screwdriver that is not motorized. Make sure you use a handheld screwdriver and you're not standing on carpet or any other surface that might create electrostatic discharge. You might want to test some metal to discharge any residual static electricity on you, and then flip back the NVR, locate the screws. On this chassis, there are 4 places where there's screws there. Use your handheld screwdriver to remove those screws. In my case, I already removed them, so they'll be here, and these 4 screws tell you there's a hard drive inside here. So then you're going to remove your cover. You basically kind of pry it open from the sides. It comes off. Locate the hard drive inside. This is the data connector. This is the power connector for the SATA hard drive. Make sure this is secure and at least seated into the drive, and it's securely seated into the motherboard here. Power connector as well, seated correctly, and then here as well. So make sure everything is secure. Put the cover back on. And as you should know, you can line up the back cover first to make sure you're in the same and correct orientation as it was before. Then snap it down, put your screws back in. In my case, I'm leaving them open, and then connect your NVR back to first your HDMI. Don't connect power first. First your HDMI, then your USB, and then your power to the NVR. It'll boot back up. Go back to the same section I showed before. Look at the health of the drive. If it still says no disk or error, that disk needs replacement. Feel free to give us a call at CCTV Camera World if you need a replacement hard drive or if your disk requires service. Now, if your disk is within the first 3 years of warranty, it usually goes back to the manufacturer, and you can watch the video here to how to replace the hard drive, or our other videos where we show how to install the hard drive itself. Thanks for watching.
If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.